everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to this reading for Gemini. Please keep in mind it's a general reading, so you may find it may resonate with you or you may find that it won't. If you find it doesn't resonate, then please go ahead and check out your other placements in the playlist below. It's a timeless reading, so it's for you whenever you reach it. This reading's for your sun sign, your moon, your rising and your Venus sign. So if you know your placements and you have Gemini in those placements, then this reading's for you. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you don't know your birth chart, then you can check out your birth chart and your placements at astrology.com, I believe it is. You just need to put in your full birth name, your date of birth and your place of birth, and you can find that out. So, thank you. We're going to get a card from the Queen of the Moon Oracle for you, Gemini. And there we have it. Number 3, realization. Beautiful. So there's definitely a new beginning there. There's that keyhole, which shows a new beginning. Now, what I'm feeling straight away is that you may have been really hesitant about maybe closing out cycles and beginning a new path. But what you may find is happening right now is that some of you could be reawakening. Now, an awakening phase doesn't happen just once. You can have many awakenings. And what I'm really sensing from this is another awakening. It says realization. So you may be experiencing a lot of epiphanies, a lot of clarity coming to you, a lot of dreams that may now all of a sudden have meaning, dreams that are guiding you in the right direction. I also feel for you, Gemini, as well. Before I even started the reading, there's a real sense that your intuition is really on point at the moment. So I feel really drawn to let you know that you should be really, really paying attention to that right now. Beautiful. Number 3. I love it. So even though you may be hesitant towards this new beginning, I really feel like you could be really quite curious as well. Really curious to see what's there for you. It could be a time of creativity, but overall it's about recognizing your sensitivity. And when I say sensitivity, I mean maybe feeling these intuitive thoughts. Maybe you're getting a lot of intuitive downloads through your emotions as well. Okay, let's see what your reading is saying for you. I'm going to stick to the 5-card spread, the Cross of Truth. And this tells you your situation right now, what is challenging you at this time, what supports you, any action and advice, any guidance, and then what potentially could come in for you. Now, please keep in mind that this is an intuitive psychic reading, so whatever comes in for you in your potential outcome position is completely down to you, whether that happens or not. This is a message of guidance, and you have free will, and your decisions can alter this position, this what's coming in for you, the potential outcome. So let's take a look. Thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, angels, for your love, your wisdom and your guidance. What messages do you have for Gemini and their highest good, please? Thank you so much. Gemini's situation right now, please. We have the Four of Swords. What's challenging Gemini? Well, that's 2. So the Four of Swords is your situation. What's challenging you is the World card and the Knight of Wands. What supports Gemini, please? The King of Swords is in your supporting position. What's the action, advice and guidance, please, for Gemini? Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And what is coming in for Gemini, please? What's the potential outcome? Thank you. The King of Pentacles. So you have all elements here. You have all signs. Cups, Swords, Pentacles, Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck, the Queen of Wands. I love this. This is a very confident energy, an energy of action, drive, motivation. It's beautiful. It's another Wands card. So it's about really tapping into your desires, tapping into what makes you happy, going after what inspires you and just makes you, overall, it makes you enjoy life. I feel there's a need to enjoy life a little bit more. Maybe things have got a little bit mundane for you lately. Maybe things have been very tiring, especially with the Four of Swords in your situation right now. So you could be experiencing exhaustion, tiredness, the need to take some rest, and the need to meditate. Now this makes perfect sense because you are currently going through a phase of realizations, epiphanies, an awakening stage, and this can be really very exhausting. And I really do feel that you're getting a lot of messages through dreams, intuitive dreams. So maybe these dreams have been waking you in the night, I want to say as well, for some of you. Maybe some of you have been journaling these at this time, and then sometimes these are playing on your mind, and it's, the most important thing to do is, if you are journaling, is to just take it as it is, let it flow as it is, leave it how it is, journal it, because not everything makes sense to you in the here and now. It's later down the line, it's further on as you take this new pathway, I want to say. What's challenging you is, it's really crazy because it's like you're ready. It's like you're ready for this new pathway, but you're hesitant. So maybe you're feeling as though one moment you're ready and then the next you're not. And now this may be because there's a need to close out a cycle. There may be a need to feel a sense of achievement. You may have actually got comfortable with things going full circle as well, I'm being drawn to say. You've gotten used to things just repeating in the same way. Okay, but we'll clarify some of the cards. What supports you is the King of Swords. Now this is your energy, air energy. I love this. This is about, what supports you is that logical, intelligent way of thinking. So what's challenging you is exhaustion, tiredness, maybe overwhelm in your thoughts at the moment. But what supports you is the fact that you can gain control over your thought process, the way you think about things. And supporting you is to think logically, to gain control, gain balance in your mind, gain control, because once this resting period phase is complete for you, you can then really move forward with a much more controlled state of mind. What's the guidance and advice for you is to really, really find peace within yourself, find peace within your emotions, but also embrace this new beginning, embrace this new opportunity to start new. The aces are all about beginnings, new beginnings, starting fresh. But this needs to be with emotional and mental peace so that you can head towards that. It's also guidance for you to pay attention to yourself as well. It's about going after what makes you happy. So be sure to consider yourself in this new beginning as well. And what comes in for you is a much more stable environment. This is your security, your stability. This is a nice firm foundation. And this is great because once you've gotten control over your ways of thinking, your emotions are balanced and controlled, you can move forwards in a more practical approach without limitation, with order, and reaching a really solid foundation for yourself. So if this is a love situation for you, this really can be focusing on that. You could be going through quite a challenging time mentally as well. You could be mentally exhausted from any challenges that are appearing. Maybe you're with somebody that's very in and out of your life at the moment, that again, this relationship may go round and round in circles. One minute they're in your life, the next they're out. They may be very romantic, they may say all the right things. The Knight of Wands can be a very playful energy, a player energy, not really one for commitment. And what supports you again is knowing and believing that you can have that mental control. The fact that if this isn't working for you in this relationship, that you can quite easily cut this person out if you need to. It's also about expressing yourself truthfully, directly and clearly. And it's making head over heart decisions, because the action and advice is to focus upon yourself. Release any stagnant emotions, any imbalance, and move towards a fresh new start. Focusing on you, one that brings in stability and one that boosts your confidence, with the Queen of Wands here on the overall. So it's about heading towards this new beginning with a boost of confidence and towards a much more stable relationship, if that's what you want, or just much more stability in yourself, with the Ace of Cups here as well. It's about focusing on yourself, giving love back to yourself, because if you've been in this situation with this individual that's been very in and out, where your relationship's just going round and round in the same pattern, it is really exhausting. And then you need that time then to reflect upon yourself. It's all about knowing, it's all about what you'll put up with, basically. If you're happy to stay in this situation, then you're basically telling this individual that that's the way that you want to be treated. So it's an unstable energy, the Knight of Wands. They're in, they're out, they're very inconsistent. They can move very quickly. So they can come towards you very quickly, but then they can pull back their energy just as quick. So let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards. We'll go ahead and clarify the Four of Swords. Let's look at why you're very tired at the moment. Exhausted, tired. But there really is a need to meditate with the Four of Swords. This then can help you. Oh, okay. I've just got ready to cut the deck and we've got the Four of Swords on the bottom as well. So, a message of rest is needed. More in your mindset. I think you need to be rested more in your mind. And I may have been wanting to say something and it's just completely gone out of my head. I also really feel like you may feel as though you're very scattered in your mind at the moment. You may feel as though you can't focus on anything. You can't focus on one thing. It almost feels like your mind is scanning through situations, many situations where your mind is just from here, there and everywhere. It's really scattered. That's how your energy feels, Gemini. So the Four of Swords, please. Why is the Four of Swords here, please? Oh my goodness, that's the Ace of Cups. Repeating cards. I thought it was. Four of Swords, please. This is confirmation that you really need to focus upon yourself. The Fool. Anything else for the Four of Swords, please? No, that's it. So there you go. It's all about giving love back to yourself. Start this new beginning focusing upon yourself. Gain back your independence. Yeah, it's all about self, because what they're trying to move you from this Four of Swords energy where you're exhausted. And excuse me, we do have a third card. We've got the Tower sitting there on the World card. So you may have this again is really pulling me back towards this card, where this is where epiphanies and realizations can take place. During a Tower moment, things can really fall away. Your structure and your foundation can be broken. It can be compromised. So you've definitely endured some shocks and surprises. You've had big changes that you've been dealing with that have been very, very challenging. And this could be in a relationship for you, but I do feel this message is for everybody. But if this is a relationship, this could be a very rocky time, a time where your whole foundation, your relationship has taken a turn for the worst maybe. You could have been dealing with something that came out of the blue. It's really quite surprising, shocking energy. But they're really trying to move you towards a new beginning. A new beginning where you focus upon yourself. You can really, really work on opening your heart space. And again, if you're healing from a relationship or challenges in a relationship, it's about working on yourself, really starting to open that heart chakra again, Step into your vulnerability. Trust, have faith that if you're coming from your heart space, then this new beginning can always lead you to your highest good. It's starting brand new. Complete fresh energy. You're being guided as well not to overanalyze where you are currently. Try not to let your mind run so much, because I really feel like it's just flitting from one thing to another, to another, to another. And again, that's understandable if you've had a recent tower moment. That can be really quite life-changing. But it's a transformation sometimes that's needed. It's a transformation that really pushes you in a better direction. It always turns out for your highest good. High Priestess has popped out. I'm not surprised to see that. I really, really feel like you're being guided very much to pay attention to your intuition. I'm going to put that there with the Realization card. These realizations, these epiphanies, this clarity will come through your intuition from your guides, your spirit helpers, your angels, whoever you like to call upon for guidance. We all have guides in our life, whether we are aware of them or not. We all have intuition. So let's go ahead and clarify the Knight of Wands and the World. Why is that here, please, Spirit? Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes. I love that. We have two major arcanas clarifying the Knight of Wands and the World. So what I feel from this Temperance card straight away is that you've been patient with this current challenge for long enough. That is the message I received straight away for that card. You've been very patient for long enough. So there could be something that you've been waiting to gain answers on as well, is what I'm also feeling. You could be waiting to gain answers. There's been a need to stay very patient. And again, if you're going through this awakening stage where you're getting those realizations, where things are starting to add up, things are starting to fit together, I feel you're getting those answers now. But this is all about you remaining patient. It's about you really trying to balance, everyday life, I want to say. This is maybe why you're very scattered in your head right now. I feel like you're juggling quite a lot at the moment, and you're having to be patient. But also, clarifying this is that there's a need now to find that moderation and that balance. Because if you are resisting this change, if you're in and out, if you're one moment you're ready to close out the cycle and step into the new, it's like one moment you're charging towards it and the next you're really quite hesitant. This card is here to guide you and advise you to gain some more balance in all areas of your life. I feel it's not just one area, and really head towards these changes now. You're being divinely guided. You're being guided by your angels. And again, I'm still hearing that message of intuition. Really pay attention to your intuition right now. And I'm suddenly really congested in my nose. That has just come from nowhere. Maybe many of you are suffering with your nose at the moment because, wow, I was not feeling really congested in my nose before I did your reading at all day. Death and rebirth, transformation. A transformation is needed. And these realizations, this tower moment, is that moment where this really navigates you towards a complete change in your life. Even though when this tower moment appears, it can be quite destructive and it can leave you thinking, blimey, what on earth has happened there? How am I going to get myself out of this? But you do. And when you're being divinely guided, which you most definitely are, with this Temperance card here, this intuitive High Priestess here, this can only be guidance towards your highest good. And a transformation is what this is leading you to. This challenge at the moment, this exhaustion, it's just going to lead you right towards this death and rebirth. It's about closing out that cycle and getting ready for this new energy coming in, this full energy. It's beautiful. You've got quite a few major arcanas. And then if this situation is of love for you, this is again a repeated message that you're remaining very patient. You're remaining very patient. It's now time to gain moderation, either in this relationship or alone. Time to really end this cycle now with the World and the Death card. It's time to leave behind what no longer works, leave behind what no longer is for your highest good. And for some of you, this is a love situation, especially now the Lovers has come out now with the Ace of Cups too. Ace of Cups, please. We have the Magician, the Devil. Okay, thank you. And the Seven of Swords. Wow. Another two major arcanas there with those two cards. Magician and the Devil. So the Ace of Cups in your action, guidance and advice. This is really encouraging you to move away from anything that is deceptive, move away from anything that's challenging, anything that's unclear. You're also being guided to move away from anything that you feel bonded to, that you feel tied to. And again, if this is a relationship for you, the guidance here is to not repeat this cycle, to not go round in circles in this relationship, and know that you deserve better, and know that it's about focusing upon you. Absolutely. Embarking on this new beginning with you at the forefront of your mind. There seems to be a lot of sacrifice if this is a relationship for you. And the Magician, this is just really encouraging you to start fresh, to know that it's you that has the power to navigate this new beginning in a different direction. This is recognizing that you have the strength and the inner power to move away from anything that has you tied, has you bound, that you're codependent upon. That could be really quite low vibrational energy. This person could they are very inconsistent. So it's a low vibrational energy. It's that up and down of emotions and thoughts, and that's what you have here. I can sense that really strongly. It's about not knowing what's going to happen next, and that's why we see the Tower here, especially if this is a relationship for you, because this is very in and out energy. So one moment they're in your life, the next they've just completely disappeared, and this leaves you probably feeling as though things are broken down. You don't know how things are going to go. It's a shock, it's a surprise. It's a shock when they leave, and it's such a surprise when they all of a sudden turn back up again. That's what I'm getting if this is a relationship for you. They could be very deceptive with you as well. They could be lying, cheating. That's the Seven of Swords energy. It's a negative energy. It's one that is not for your highest good at all. Withholding information. Maybe not even telling you everything you need to know. And look at you here. You're so beautiful. You're so attractive. And you should be attracting something much better towards you, something that brings you happiness. That sunflower there is beautiful, and this red gown, and this beautiful auburn hair. Like you've got very attractive energy at the moment. Maybe you're attracting this kind of energy towards you. If you're not already dealing with this type of person, this Knight of Wands energy, this could be coming back in for you as a test to see if you've actually learnt your lesson, to see if you now focus upon yourself with the Ace of Cups here, repeated twice. So we have the King of Pentacles. Let's clarify. Queen of Swords, I love that. If it's a new relationship that you're hoping for, Ace of Cups is in your action, guidance and advice. So you're being guided to go towards somebody that fulfills you more emotionally, that works with you while you work upon yourself. You do have the Queen and the King of Swords here. So if this is new love for you, who you meet next could be a better match. Two people on the same wavelength, on the same vibration. They know how to express. They know how to communicate, and you are the sign of communication. You're intelligent, you are good talkers, you're witty, social. But you can also be impulsive as a sign as well. So be mindful if you haven't already met this energy yet. This energy could be coming in for you. This could be a challenge coming in. But clarifying the King of Pentacles, now this is beautiful, another repeating card. So you've got the World twice. So what's challenging you is completing the cycle, but what's coming in for you is completion of the cycle. So you're very capable, and your potential outcome is to complete the cycle. So just remember that you can complete the cycle when you gain much more stability over your mind, the way you think right now. And again, this is what's being advised for you, to get rest, to sleep better, to maybe do some mindful meditation to clear your mind so that you can receive these intuitive messages, which will always guide you in the right direction. This is about listening to your higher self as well. Now, the voice sometimes can be very quiet. You can sometimes confuse it with your own thoughts. But the only time you'll get confusion over whether it's your inner voice or it's your own thoughts is when you're mentally exhausted. when you're over-analysing situations, when your mind is not settled and it's not clear. You need to seek peace, get some rest, really work on meditation. That's going to really benefit you. But this King of Swords is going to get you to this point. This is the potential. You will complete the cycle. You're being guided to, again, meditate. I just see you in meditation. Maybe work on bringing in protection around you. You can work with Archangel Michael. Protect your energy. Protect your energy, but don't be too guarded. If these energies present themselves to you when you've embarked on this new beginning, just be mindful of the lesson you learn. Be mindful of how exhausted it left you. Look back on all the work you will have done in yourself. But just overall, seek that peace within you, within your body, your mind and your soul. And don't go back to over-analysing things if you can. How you perceive everything will be really important. And also, this is reaching that peace of mind. I just see peace of mind in these cards, both of them. This is you having complete control over your ways of thinking. This is putting logic into play. This is using your intellect. And this is not letting emotions with the King and the Queen. It's not letting yourself being led by emotions. And again, if this is a relationship for you, this could be a new relationship coming in for you. And these are two souls on the same wavelength. But the middle card in between these two people is saying, try not to be so guarded in this next relationship. Try not to guard and protect your energy so much. It's going to be understandable if you've experienced a lot of challenges in your relationship, which some of you have here. But don't push this energy away. Don't be too guarded. But again, really express yourself. Express yourself clearly. Excuse that noise. It sounds like somebody is drilling. And it is gone 10 p.m. in the UK where I'm filming right now. So please excuse the noise. Last message, please. I love that card. And I love that card. So we have surrender to the divine. Yes. Any worries, concerns, overthinking, overanalyzing. Just give it to your guides. Send it back out to the universe. And really try to replace those thought processes with much more positive thinking. Positive thoughts, positive affirmations. When a negative thought comes in, or you find yourself over-analysing and flitting from one thought to the next, it's about bringing yourself back in the here and now. Centre yourself. Be mindful of what's around you. Make sure you're grounded, you're protected, and you just really, really breathe. Relax your mind and breathe. But definitely surrender to the divine. And this one here, you are good enough. So, this is definitely indicating that if you're hesitant to head towards this new beginning, but you're ready at the same time. Now, you could be hesitant because you feel that whatever awaits you, you're not good enough for. But just trust and believe that you are. What's meant for you will come for you. What's meant for you will be yours. But even though this is a challenge, you really are being guided to head towards it and not be hesitant. Don't be in and out. Just, again, Once you've got control over your mind, you really will be able to close this cycle out and head towards that new beginning. If this is a love situation for you and you're hesitant about closing out this cycle because, I don't know, maybe you believe you can't find anybody, maybe with this energy in and out, you feel you're blaming yourself for the reasons why they're in and out. But just know that you can close this cycle out whenever you want to. You are worthy. This card here is symbolizing that you can create the life that's for you, the life that you desire, the life that is deserved, I want to say. You are good enough. Absolutely. And this again says you are good enough. You're attractive, beautiful, and you can have anything you desire, anything that makes you happy. It's all about going after what makes you happy. But definitely look forward to this new opportunity, this new pathway. So I hope this helps you, Gemini. I hope this has offered you some guidance. And please remember to tap the notification bell. And I will see you all very soon. Take care. Love and blessings.